So it looks like it's more money, more problems for Sean Diddy Combs. Diddy has been accused of sexual harassment and assault by a producer, and this is just on his latest music album. It was Rodney. Lil Rod Jones says that his life has been detrimentally impacted since he worked with Combs. So it says that reads that Sean Diddy Combs was sued Monday in a federal court by a producer on his most recent album, who accuses the music mogul of sexually harassing, drugging, and threatening him over more than a year. The producer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, says in the lawsuit that he lived and travelled with Combs from September 2022 to November 2023, during which time he recorded hours of video and audio of Combs, his staff, and others engaging in serious illegal activity. Among the allegations is that Combs forced Jones to procure sex workers and pressured him to engage in unwelcome sex acts with them and others, and that Combs gave laced alcohol beverages to people who attended parties at his home. And that is another allegation with the drinks that we've heard that before from other people, that's something he did. The lawsuit includes what it says are screenshots from gatherings hosted at Combs' home that included underage girls and sex workers, some of which he said were provided drinks that had been laced with drugs at Combs' direction. The suit, filed in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, also names Combs' adult son, his chief of staff Christina Koram, Universal Music Group CEO Sir Lucian Grange, former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Habterm Ariam, if I said that right, as defendants. Jones said in the lawsuit that all these people effectively worked together with Combs and a RICO enterprise that failed to adequately monitor, warn, or supervise the actions of Combs, his son, and his chief of staff. The RICO enterprise is any individuals or group that act together to violate a Racketeer, Influence, and Corruption Organisation Act. Very, very serious charge there. Very serious charge. Multiple years you could spend in jail for that type of charge, a RICO charge. Jones is seeking $30 million. Representatives haven't immediately responded to requests for comment. Habter Mariam could not immediately be reached for comment. The attorney for Diddy said that Jones' reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney have been ignored as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. The attorney, Sean Hawley, said in a statement, will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. So they're going by the word of the attorney. It doesn't look like this is going to be like a case like Cassie, where 24 hours later they do a settlement. It doesn't look like that. But if there is an out of court settlement with this would not surprise me at all. They might just hold off from doing it right away, though. But it says, according to Jones' lawsuit, in or about August 2022, Combs called Jones and requested that he produce several songs in the R&B album The Love Album, Off the Grid. That was released in September 2023 and nominated for a Grammy. But then Diddy was uninvited from the Grammys with all these, with the allegations. Said that Mr. Jones agreed and his life has been detrimentally impacted ever since. Jones alleges that Combs sexually harassed and assaulted him while he lived with him at Combs' home in Florida, LA, and New York, as well as on a yacht that Combs rented in the US Virgin Islands. The harassment and assault included constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus, according to the lawsuit. And this is the stuff, with Diddy, that we've heard all these rumors for a long, long time now. I think this even goes back to the late 90s, where that TV host Wendy Williams was trying to expose him, and I think he really tried to ruin her, but. With this stuff, before it was with the Cassie, and there was other allegations about other women and physical assault and sexual assault, but now it's starting to come out the stuff about Diddy and with sexually harassing, assaulting other men. And it says that Jones said he was forced to work in Combs' bathroom as Combs showered naked in a glass enclosure. When he raised concerns about the behaviour, Combs' chief of staff to the chief of staff. She dismissed him as friendly horseplay, stating that those acts were Mr. Combs' way of showing that he likes you. very weird way of showing that you just like somebody as a person by making them forcing somebody to see you showering in a bathroom. Lawsuit accuses Coram of aiding and abetting Combs' sexual assault of Jones and working with Combs to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship. Jones also alleges that he was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts with them to please Combs. To aid in the alleged recruitment, Jones said Combs provided him with an exclusive bad boy baseball cap and required him to wear it to a Miami establishment as a signal to any sex worker he approached that Combs was in town and he had sent Jones to recruit them. Jones alleges Combs, who he describes in the suit as forceful and demanding and someone who does not take no for an answer, leveraged his power as one of the most influential people in hip-hop and business to intimidate him, including by threatening to inflict bodily harm if Jones did not comply with his demands. We heard these stories about Diddy, very aggressive guy, quite confrontational. Says that Combs forced to watch him as he displayed guns and bragged about getting away with shooting people. In a separate incident, Jones alleges Combs shared that he was responsible for a shooting in a nightclub in New York City in 1999 with the rapper Shine. But I believe Shine at the end took the can for that, did he? Jury acquitted him of gun possession and bribery charges in connection with the incident, while Barrow was sentenced to 10 years in jail. And it was something to do with like changing his lawyer or something with Shine, and even Nas mentioned that in a rap about how he didn't like what Diddy did to Shine with different lawyers. I do vaguely remember hearing about that. Jones was terrified of Combs and felt he could not tell him no, according to the suit. Mr. Combs consistently made it clear that he has immense power in the music industry and with law enforcement, the lawsuit says. And yeah, he can get people to do a lot of stuff for him. It's the whole thing about Kid Cudi had a relationship with Diddy's ex Cassie, and Diddy got Kid Cudi's car blown up. This guy, like, he'll tons of people out there that'll do his dirty work for him. And then there's all the stuff, the conspiracy theories about Tupac's murder, or even maybe that could he have tried to bump Biggie off? Who knows? You know, we never know. But when you think about it, after Biggie's death, Diddy certainly benefited even more from it, becoming a solo rap star in his own right and selling, millions of records. But the lawsuit states that Combs required Jones to record him constantly, and on several occasions Combs took Jones' cell phone to record himself. So, and they were saying there that they've got audio and video footage that could come out, later down the line. And Jones alleges he has hundreds of hours of video and audio records of Combs as staff and guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Jones says in the suit that he believes Combs also drugged him on the February 2nd, 2023. He alleges he woke up dizzy, naked and confused in bed with Combs and two sex workers. In response to a comment, Jones' attorney used a Latin phrase, res ipsa ludiquer, if I said that right, which loosely translated as the thing speaks for itself, referring to the lawsuit. The Jones attorney, Titus Blackburn. Jones says in the suit that he was under an implied work for hire agreement and was not compensated for the songs he produced on the Love album. We've heard these stories before about Diddy and stealing songs and stuff. As a result, the lawsuit states Combs, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group were all unjustly enriched at his expense. The labels did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Combs has already been sued by 4 women who have accused him of sexual assault. There's the whole story with Cassie and all those stories to do with male prostitutes, what they called freak-offs. The lawsuit was settled the day after it was filed. The settlement in no way was a admission of wrongdoing. That's what they all say, though, huh? Following Cassie's lawsuit, 2 other women came forward and alleged in lawsuits that Diddy sexually assaulted them. And the woman identified as Jane Go in court documents said Combs and other 2 men gang R-word her when she was 17 and Combs was 34. Those 3 cases against Combs are still pending, and in a statement in December, he denied the allegations, saying enough is enough and called the claims against him sickening. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Well, but then the thing is with this is like, why settle then? If none of this was true at all, why did he settle with this? So this stuff is very, very dark, very disturbing. We've heard a lot of stories about rumors with Diddy over the years, but now it seems like that karma is starting to collect for Sean Combs. and the truth is fully getting out there to everyone about him and his true nature. And with this stuff, I mean, I've been doing videos on the wrestling stuff with Vince McMahon, and the whole thing of him pressuring him having to sex with the prostitutes. It did make me kind of slightly think of would Vince McMahon would have pressured John Laurinaitis into doing that stuff with sexual relations with Janelle Grant. I don't know, or it's just John Laurinaitis being a rat and doing what he's got to do to save his backside. But this stuff with Diddy, I mean, again, I'm a big believer. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If you've seen his ex-Bodyguards YouTube channel, Gene Deal, I just believe Gene Deal. I have no reason to believe that he's just making all this stuff up. I believe if he was making this stuff up, he would have been sued. Diddy would have sued his ass. And he mentioned that this is stuff that Diddy would do, and Diddy would brag about it even to him, and saying stuff about like the whole band that he made of making the band, these free girls, and he would say, "Oh, I'm going to drug their asses" and stuff like that. So all this stuff, the stories, what you hear about the drugging, sexual harassment, sexual assault, not a good look for Diddy at all. But what's very disturbing is the people, though, that could be implicated in this. Also, people from Universal Music Group, his chief of staff, even his son, which seems proper fucked up. That his son would be going along with this stuff as well. That's just very disturbing right there. But we've heard the rumors about Diddy for years. We've heard about all the allegations. We've heard about maybe just another type of lifestyle that he likes to live, if you know what I mean. And it's not like this is like a thing of like, if Diddy's doing this stuff for other guys, like, oh, people are going to might claim it's a homophobic thing. It's not a homophobic thing. At the end of the day, a predator is a predator. And there's these accusations there with Diddy when it comes to females and males. I've said before that Diddy's old school. Diddy's from that old school era of rap, where being gay was it's wrong, but it was unacceptable back then. So I don't think Diddy would ever come out as gay. Like the whole thing, like with Kevin Spacey coming out as gay, and that was a large part of to do with all the accusations that he had to do with guys and groping and all this and other dark shit. And I know he was acquitted on, I believe it was the majority of the allegations, right? He may have been ones that he settled out of court, but I don't think Diddy would ever do that, because I don't think Diddy coming out as gay, I don't think would ever happen, because he's of that old school era. And him coming out and saying, no, actually I am a gay guy, I don't think Diddy it would be that thing of feeling ashamed, like embarrassed almost, I think. So I don't think he would ever do that. And I don't even know if it's a thing about Diddy being gay. I think it's maybe just like he's bisexual, hypersexual, whatever. But at the same time, a very dark guy, and in my mind, a predator. And with these allegations, if they're true, and I believe they probably are true, again, another guy, his legacy will be destroyed, his reputation totally tarnished. With some people might say with a lawsuit, well, why do a lawsuit? Why are you trying to get money? Why not press criminal charges? But again, okay, it's a $30 million lawsuit. It's a big money grab. But that's not to say that these allegations aren't true, though. But it doesn't look good for Diddy. And also, I came across a picture that Ryback on his Twitter page just posted recently, and he said, "Wishing everyone a great Tuesday, let's work." And this is a photo of P. Diddy and Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon, and this was from WrestleMania 29 when it was held in New York, and Diddy had a performance. He performed a few songs, like a medley. You got Diddy and Vince McMahon, so I guess it's like both guys are cut from the same cloth. You've got similar type of allegations, quite disturbing allegations, and yeah, it just doesn't look good, but it's no surprise though. And we'd heard stuff about with McMahon over the years, and we've heard stuff about Diddy over the years. And again, as I say, I'm a big believer, with this stuff, where there's smoke, there's fire, and it doesn't look good with all these allegations, allegations that have come out with Diddy. But that's my video for now, guys. So feel free to hit the subscribe button, and let me know what your take is on this, what your thoughts are on all these allegations that have come out against Diddy. But that's me for now, guys. Thanks. Bye.